Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to this July 26, 2025 YouTube live stream. Welcome. Welcome to this July 26, 2025 YouTube live stream. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for joining us here today on this July 26, 2025 YouTube live stream. We're talking police officers arrest this man at Long Island Audit Trial live. What a great time to be alive. Talking police, cops, Leo, law, legal, First Amendment audits, 1A audits. Police officers go insane. Arrest this man at Long Island Audit Court Trial in Connecticut. Corrupted cut. Breaking news. I first saw it over on Facebook. Actually, I first saw it over there. It was published. I come back over here. You still can't find it on YouTube. There's a small partial clip of it on YouTube. People haven't published their clips yet. It'll probably be coming out today. Watch for it today. We're breaking the news here first. Exclusive. Breaking the news here at Freedom News Now. I'm sure a few people are aware of it, but there isn't any video on YouTube. I found it over on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, you won't be able to see it. You only get it here first. The breaking live. Police officers arrest this man at Long Island Audit Trial. Breaking news at Freedom News Now. Coming to you from the war room, straight from the underground. Keeper Kano, welcome. We've got a full slate today to talk about. Bad cops, tyrant cops, dirty cops. We got some talk about some rogue judges, radical activist judges. We'll talk some about those. Plenty of them around to talk about. There's always an activist rogue judge to talk about, to inform we the people, to be aware of. Brandon, welcome. So yeah, apparently this person that was arrested goes by the name of Paul Manachio. He's a civil rights activist. I don't think he's got a small YouTube channel. but there's nothing posted on that channel. I guess he's a civil rights activist of sorts in Connecticut. He was arrested while attending the Long Island Audit Trial. It was crazy. They dogpiled on him. The police dogpiled on him. I'm sure you'll see some video of it later. Someone will probably, guess they're supposed to do another live stream talking about it later. I just thought I'd break the news here first. I don't know the guy. Never heard of him. Apparently, he's someone out of Connecticut. He wanted to make a name for himself. What a better place to get some attention for your name, for your channel. Get arrested at a big Long Island audit trial with everyone recording it, publishing it. All the cameras around from all the auditors. Then it got published on Long Island Audit. I think it was on his Facebook. And Groton, Connecticut. 25, welcome. Mr. 25. Yeah, Brandon was saying, yeah, I guess the police took a person's phone. He's saying a lady's phone. I heard a senior's phone, but an older person's phone. And I guess the guy tried taking it back, and that's when all hell broke loose. Police flipped out, went completely insane, piled on him, dragged him into the courthouse. It was an angry mob of protesters were out there screaming at him all the way back into the courthouse. They go back into our building, our court building, and hide away like the rats, the cowards that they are. Guess there were some people from Michigan representing that Long Island audit. We're reporting from Michigan here. Coming to you from Michigan. It's all about breaking the matrix. Game over, matrix. Freedom News Now and the Team One Army. We need to get some members here. We need to get our memberships up. Get some more people joining our channel. And put out live streams. Lots of live streams. Got to get more support. I'd probably have to start playing more like a lot of these other people. They hijack everyone else's content and they play it. And the people that are, hijacking everyone else's content all over YouTube seem like people like that. They subscribe to that. I don't understand that. Farmer, welcome. Kano's got the coffee. Barry said, oh, Leroy Truth had part of it. I thought I looked over at Leroy Truth and I didn't see anything over there. So maybe he's got something up now. Because I had checked, I saw he was in the video. He was in the frame of the video I saw. I'm like, oh, there's Leroy. He's got his camera right on scene. He's going to have some video. So I checked, but I didn't see anything yet. He got a lot of good content, interviews yesterday. He's been putting out a lot of content, getting out there on the front lines, providing content for everyone, for the community, for the people, for accountability. Cop tour. Connecticut cop tour. They're out there protesting the corrupted Highway Patrol Sergeant Brian Fahey collecting excessive overtime pay. He's being investigated by Long Island Audit and other auditors for all this extra overtime pay he's getting. Seems like an unreasonable amount, potentially an illegal amount. He wants to silence him at any cost necessary, the way it looks. I guess well, when Long Island Audit went to his house and to interview him, and the trooper went back into his home and grabbed his Second Amendment, grabbed his sidearm and walked him out with it in his hand in a threatening manner, trying to taunt Long Island Audit, trying to do everything he can so Long Island Audit would flinch and put his hands on him so he could use his 2A on him. Everyone knows it. Even a blind person could see it, that he was trying to instigate a reaction at any way possible, to including assaulting him, to get him to do something on his property so he could use his Second Amendment on Long Island Audit and his buddy, the journalist. I'm wondering if he was using a SIG P320. Hopefully he wasn't using a SIG P320. They're going to be getting sued hard. Those things just happen to go off on their own, allegedly. I guess it seems to be that's going to be the end for SIG. Anyone who follows that, the P320, trying to copy the Glock. Guess it's just known to go off on its own. Try to dance around the subject a little bit. Can't really use the words I'd like to use, but hopefully that wasn't the case. Then he's really lucky. Didn't have an accidental discharge. Yeah, so there was a lot of cameras around, mostly peaceful. It looked to be peaceful protests around that Connecticut Long Island Audit Trial. Looked to be mostly peaceful protests, but of course, who escalated it? Who escalated the violence? It was the thin blue line. It was the police officers. They made an arrest of this. Guess the guy goes by the name of Paul Manachio. He's a civil rights activist out of Connecticut, allegedly. I thought it was that Angry Puddle Pirate guy, that channel. He goes by the Angry Puddle Pirate, something like that. He looked a lot like him. He had this big beard and long hair, all messy looking, overweight, obese, overweight, kind of a slobby looking, unkept looking guy, all hair growing way out, unkept. I thought it was that person, that YouTuber that goes by the name the Angry Puddle Pirate, but wasn't them. I guess it's someone else. Missy Sparkles, welcome. Slaw says took place end of his live stream. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I looked at his live stream. I didn't see it there. I think he removed that off his page for now. He's probably going to re-upload it as a video. Joe, welcome. William, mostly peaceful protests, just like the 2020 BLM, mostly peaceful. According to the mainstream media. Madman says, like most frauditors. Yeah, he was flopping around on the ground. Well, he was wrestling with the one cop at first. He had him in a reverse like headlock. He was on his back doing some Brazilian jiu-jitsu looking stuff on this police officer, and he was getting the best of this officer, and then like 4 or 5 other cops jump in. And I seem to be noticing a disturbing trend with a lot of these police officers. Not only are they striking, using closed fists and striking American citizens when they're down, us Native Americans when we're down and getting dogpiled on, handcuffed oftentimes, pepper spray. But they're doing it, they're holding their cuffs. They're using the handcuffs a lot. It's like brass knuckles, and they're using that a lot when they're hitting people. I've noticed, and I think I noticed in this last video, the Long Island Audit video, it almost looked like that officer that was one of them that was wrestling with this journalist was doing that. He had his handcuffs like in a holding on to his handcuffs like in a brass knuckle position where when he was hitting the journalist. Sure did look like that. I want to see more video. Did you guys see any of that? Anyone who may have seen that video? The police officers who arrested this man at Long Island Audit Trial at the end of it. Yeah, that went completely insane. That was insane what happened. I'm waiting for the video to drop. I found it over on Facebook and watched it. I had to go live and make sure people were aware of it. I don't know if he's out yet. He's probably still locked up, I would imagine, if he got locked up late Friday. Guess what happened? The police were snatching journalists' phones. The cops that were working at the courthouse, they kept stealing everyone's phones every chance they could. They took FAPA's phone, First Amendment Protection Agency. They took his phone, said they weren't going to give it back to him till 5 o'clock, till court closed. It was like 11 a.m. This is at Groton, Connecticut, Groton. They're getting a lot of phone calls. They were getting a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, a lot of unhappy. We, the people, weren't happy when they were filing their grievances. Beautiful. Welcome. Izzy Sparkles. Welcome. Oh, there were cops at Fahey's property. That doesn't surprise me. They love to protect their own. The thin blue line, they love to protect their own. That's what it's all about. It's almost become us versus them. They did it. That's what they wanted when they drew that thin blue line on our red, white, and blue flag. They drew that thin blue line. Lines divide. That's what the thin blue line wanted. They didn't want to stand on the right side of history like we the people. Go ahead and stand on the wrong side of history if you want to be a police officer. You want to stand on the right side of history. Be a First Amendment auditor, cop watcher, citizen journalist. You'll never have to harm anyone. You'll never have to violate anyone's civil rights. You'll never have to lie for a living like a police officer. Beautiful. Beautiful says, who was it? It was a civil rights activist out of Connecticut, goes by the name of Paul Manichio. He doesn't have a channel that I've seen. I'm sure he'll get one now, but well, he's got a channel under his name, Paul Manichio, but there's no video there. He's kind of a long haired, got a big beard, scraggly hair looking, unkept, kind of overweight, obese looking, greasy looking, gremlin looking, sort of. Kind of a lot like a YouTuber that goes by the name of the Angry Puddle Pirate. Paul, welcome. Michael, welcome. So yeah, we're talking about the police officers arrest this man at Long Island Audit Trial, if you haven't seen it, live on this July 26, 2025. YouTube live stream. Stay with us. Goes by the name of Paul Manichio. Where is it? We're finding it. We're going to get it for you. We're also talking about Michigan. We're reporting from Michigan. A lot going on. Maybe we won't touch on that today. We'll keep with the Long Island audit. We'll keep with that story. People want to talk about that. That's on a lot of people's mind right now. What do you guys think? What do you think of the Long Island audit? Looked like it's pretty successful. Had a good turnout. A lot of people there. Some people from Michigan representing. We're reporting from Michigan. Spitting Cobra, welcome. Howdy. Steven, welcome. Snob, welcome. Next court date is September. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think I heard September 9th maybe was the next court date. So keep your schedule book open for September 9th, I believe. He'll be back at Groton, Connecticut. It'll be a good time to be in Connecticut to support Long Island Audit. To holding these corrupt officials accountable. It might not be there though. It was getting transferred. I guess he said it was getting transferred to a Long Island Audit put out video saying it was getting transferred to a possibly new jurisdiction. He was praising the prosecutor as being fair, being nice, seemed like a good guy, but that's only because he knew he was transferring out. He didn't want to get all the heat from the big following that Long Island Audit has. It's all about supporting the Constitution, defend and protect your civil rights, your constitutional rights now and forever. Bounty Hunter, welcome. David, welcome. Larry, welcome. We're talking police officers. Arrest this man at Long Island Audit Trial. I don't even know if I'm assuming, I guess they're deputized officers, Connecticut officers working at the courthouse. They had extra police on hand. They had to make sure they got at least one arrest. They had to, they were just probably a ball of nerves all day, just ball of fire, those cops, and they're just wanting to get a hold of one person, one senior citizen, one woman, one innocent victim, one journalist, one cameraman. They were just fuming in there all day, just couldn't wait to get their hands on someone and hurt someone. That's the mentality of police officers in America. They're modeled, entire law enforcement apparatus in America is modeled after the IDF. You see what the Israeli Defense Forces are doing to the innocent people every day. It's not much different in America with a thin blue line. The police officers in America's IDF force. Speaking of which, people are waking up. People are waking up. They're seeing the truth. The great awakening. It's great to see. I love to see it. Every time more people become more awake and see the truth, it's like the government tries to make more laws to silence you, more laws to keep you from speaking up. Now I see these big shots in DC are trying to create more laws to silence social media companies, to silence you for trying to speak the truth, trying to speak out the independent thought They want to silence that independent thought, those independent thinkers like we the people. Arizona tried to pass laws against use of camera. Yeah, that's what they try to do. Arizona's constantly trying to create new laws to stop cop watchers, auditors from out recording. The police, they get billions of dollars in funding, billions of dollars to, they're supposed to be there to protect your rights, protect and defend your civil rights. They do nothing but destroy civil rights, take your rights from you. I don't know what year it happened when police, officially turned on the American people, but they're not there as peace protectors as anymore. They're there pretty much. They show up now and they create chaos, and it makes you wonder if I don't even believe they teach de-escalation techniques anymore in the academy. I'm pretty sure the first month in the academy is all about teaching them how to lie, how to be fully trained liars, how to lie on police reports, how to doctor up lies and on their police reports. And then after that, it's all about handcuffing procedures, using all them torture cuffs, how to use them, how to make them hurt extra, how to pinch up how to get it right on the bone so it really does damage when they use those cuffs. Here, they teach them how to do that. And then when they get on a department with the dirty cops, the night cops, the second shift, third shift cops that they keep out of the public eye, those cops teach them all the real dirty techniques, how to, permanently injure, permanently maim people, leave their mark. If you're going to obey them as a police officer, they're going to make sure they leave their signature mark. A lot of those police officers they're known for their signature mark within the police department. Some of them's signature name is, broken arm, broken eye, black eye, broken leg, broken back. I mean, they've got their names they like to come up with of all the things they've done in the past to people that failed to obey their authority. What happened right here? The police officers arrest this man at Long Island Audit Trial in Connecticut, Groton, Connecticut. Guy by the name, I believe he goes by the channel name Paul Manicchio. I've never heard of him. A lot of people haven't heard of him. I guess he's just a small activist out of Connecticut, local. He was there. Guess the police took a senior citizen, older lady's cell phone. They were snagging people's phone all day, holding them hostage, their phones. Going through their phones probably, and who knows what they're trying to plant in their phones, going through them. You can't trust them. They like scratching your screens up, scratching your camera lenses up when they get them. They just throw your phone around, throw it on the concrete, on the sidewalk. Take it out of your pocket, just throw it on the sidewalk. Your $1,000, $1,500 iPhone. They don't care. They do everything they can to hurt you, to punish you. How dare they have to do their job? And they're doing it wrong. Bruce says kidney bruiser. Got some bootlickers in the chat. That's okay. We got room for the bootlickers. Always going to get some bootlickers. Talking police officers arrest this man at Long Island Audit Trial. So yeah, so guess he got the phone back. I guess he somehow got the phone back from the police. I'm not sure how, but the police dogpiled him once he got it. Maybe he grabbed it and took off, and they tackled him and dogpiled him. But he had the one cop was on top of him, had him in like a reverse headlock, had him in a good position where he had the upper hand on this officer, and then about 4 or 5 other cops dogpiling. One of the cops had his handcuffs, was using it like brass knuckles, striking him. It appeared to me, that's what I saw. I want to see more video, because what I saw was a cop. A lot of these cops are using these handcuffs as brass knuckles when they strike. It's not enough just striking them with these brass knuckle type gloves. They like using those along with their steel handcuffs. They've been taught that's something new they must be teaching in the academies. They're teaching that a lot of these dirty police departments are using their handcuffs as a set of brass knuckles when they strike their innocent victims. After they pepper spray them in the eyes and they can't see, police come in with a set of handcuffs like brass knuckles and start striking you, cutting you open, gashing you open, leaving their mark. They love to leave their brand, leave their mark on their innocent victims. That's the way of the thin blue line. Your heroes. I'm trying to stick to the topic, stick with Long Island Audit, not get pulled into any other conversation. I see people start talking about other conversation that's going on the national stage. They'll start pulling me into some of the conversation, and I don't know if I'm going to fall for it today. Usually I do. Usually I'll comment on, and this is all about current events, police officers, accountability. But I think we're going to keep this video for the most part, this live stream, about the police officers who arrested this man at Long Island Audit's trial in Groton, Connecticut. He's battling these charges from that corrupted Connecticut Highway State Trooper Sergeant Brian Fahey. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he'll get accountability? Do you think Sergeant Fahey will get fired? Think Mr. Fahey will get fired? Get arrested? I guess they're talking that they might be looking at charges for him, but I don't know. I highly doubt that. He's on his property. You almost have more rights when you're on your own property. Long Island Audit and his friend came to their house. Journalist went to his house. Now they're charging Long Island Audit with a felony, voyeurism, 2 misdemeanors, misdemeanor trespassing, and misdemeanor like disorderly conduct. Larry says arrest him. Frank says Faye's a coward and a fraud. Beautiful says no accountability they'll get. Yeah, I don't think they're going to arrest. They're probably not going to put any cuffs on that Sergeant Fahey. They arrested Long Island Audit and his buddy. He's got the charges. So I don't think it's looking too good for him. He's got to go to court. He's got to hire a lawyer. He had to pay that big bond. He's making out on getting a lot of new subscribers, getting a lot of attention on social media, making several thousands of dollars. But it's costing them a lot of money as well. I know I guess the Connecticut Highway Patrol is getting a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails right now regarding Mr. Fahey, Brian Fahey, Connecticut Highway Patrol. They're getting a lot of people not happy, exercising their right to grievance. Doris, welcome. Joe says 4'11", Fahey. Fahey's got that short man syndrome, little man syndrome. That's like us here at Freedom News Now. Nobody towers over us here at Freedom News Now. I'm the tallest auditor out there. Nobody's taller. I make Joe cool, make Big Nick look short. I make AEC, Auditing Erie, look short when I show up. I'm like, hey, little fella. Be looking down at Auditing Erie. Who else do I make? Oh, I especially make Talk Police Suck look short when I'm auditing with Talk Police Suck. I make him look real short. I'm like, how's the weather down there, Talk? No, he's like 6'7". He's probably like the tallest auditor out there. Talk. Those guys are all tall. They're all like 6'6" or something like that. Jake, welcome. Frank says, yeah, had his two-way out going insane. Going absolutely insane over that. But I mean, I can kind of understand a little bit, like in some areas, like where I'm at, probably if you had two black guys coming up to your house unannounced like that with two objects in their hand, you're not sure what it is. I'm probably a lot of people would have met them at the door the same way with their two-way. I mean, they're in a neighborhood where they're not supposed to be, and you got two black guys showing up at your house with something in their hand. You don't know how you're going to react, depending on what neighborhood you live in. It'd probably be a pretty common way of being met from a lot of households, not just Fahey's. Now, do I agree with it? I mean, if it would have been a dangerous situation, I guess it would have been justified. But I think he probably knew that. I don't know. I mean, maybe he didn't know. He was spewing out a lot of lies on the phone to 911 when he was talking to him, playing victim hard, that trooper. That's what they like to do. Kept escalating. That's all that trooper knows how to do is escalate. He's never learned de-escalation techniques. He's never had de-escalation training. I'm thinking that's all they train anymore is escalation techniques, escalation training. Go straight from nonverbal straight to lethal force. That's all they know. Skip the verbal, skip the physical, skip the chemical, go straight to lethal. Skip the less than lethal, go straight to lethal. Escalate the force continuum from 1 to 10 now, immediately. That's like failure to ID. Over failure to obey. I'm sure a lot of us have a story. I've been attacked by police, by rogue cops before, thug cops. And less than 1 minute. It was almost 1 minute getting hammered with questions. It was only like 1 minute, boom, dog pile just beat the hell out, attacked me, citizen journalist. At that time, I don't think I was doing citizen journalism. That time I was just standing up for myself, standing up for my rights. And here we are today, holding those traitors accountable. And our country's in more of a mess than it's ever been. It's starting to get cleaned up, though. Getting back on the right track, it looks like. Stay with us. Talking police officers arrest this man at Long Island Audit Trial live. We got video, more video. Looks like video is starting to show up. Starting to get some video out there. Let's see what we can find. See if we can find more of it. See more cops. Stay with us. Yeah, so I guess the guy goes by the name of Paul Manachio. He's I guess he's a alleged civil rights activist. Got arrested. Got arrested. And there should be a lot of videos out there. There were a lot of auditors, journalists out there recording it. The independent media, that's where much of the mainstream media, they get all their content from now is from citizen journalists, from the independent media, the independent journalists. They get it all from us. We're the ones out there on the front lines getting the video, submitting the content, submitting the video. All right, Frank. Appreciate you. Trevor, welcome. We need to get more members here, more people to join this channel. We need more members, more people joining. You're at Freedom News now. Stay with us. We got police officers arrest this man at Long Island Audit Trial. Stay with us. More cops. Do me a favor and double tap that screen. Let's get those numbers up here. Double tap that screen for that light. There, I pinned that message up there. See if I can get a few people to join here at Freedom News Now. Get a couple new members. Helping support these newer channels. This new civil rights channel that got arrested, helping support Long Island Audit, bring awareness to his trial, helping to get accountability and transparency against that tyrant cop, Fahey, Connecticut Highway Patrol Sergeant, and his insane behavior towards the general public, towards journalists, towards cameramen. Sebastian, welcome. Jack, welcome. Double tap that screen. Watch the magic happen. Get those likes up there. It's better for everyone. Make sure you support all your favorite auditors, cop watchers, citizen journalists, YouTube creators. I don't know if you guys saw that police officers arrest this man at Long Island Audit Trial yesterday. Breaking news on this July 26, 2025 YouTube live stream. A local activist out of Connecticut got arrested. Cops were wrestling around with him, dogpiling on him, about 4 or 5 cops. Oh, it was a fiasco. It wasn't just some regular arrest. They were wrestling around on the ground and struggling with him, struggling to get him cuffed up, to get him under control. All the cameras, of course, they were all around filming it. There's going to be plenty of video probably coming out today, I would imagine. I saw the video over on Facebook. I haven't seen it over on YouTube yet. Should be getting out there. Should be coming out soon, I would imagine. Yes, guess he took the police were snagging everyone's cell phones. The court police there, the court police officers at Groton, Connecticut were going on a smartphone snatching spree. They thought it'd be a great idea to steal everyone's phones, snatch all these people's phones any chance they got. I guess they took FAPA's phone, First Amendment Protection Agency, told him he couldn't get it back till like 5 o'clock when the court closed. This was like 11 a.m. Then they stole this old lady's phone, I guess, senior citizen. She needed it. Needed her phone for many different reasons. Police thought it'd be a good idea to take it from a senior citizen. So I guess this guy got it back somehow, took it back from the cop, and the cops flipped out, went all ape wild on him, went all crazy on him, went all insane on him for taking a senior citizen lady's phone back that the police took. I mean, it sounds like they're out of control out there. I guess the court case got pushed back. They're looking at moving it to a new jurisdiction and moving it to, I guess, September 9th, I believe it is. So have your books open, have your dates open and ready for Connecticut. I believe it's September 9th. Got some people from Michigan were out there representing. We're reporting from Michigan, coming to you from the war room, straight from the underground. We may have to rise up from the underground, get out there on the front lines, and the Connecticut corrupticate, hold some of these bad cops accountable, like Mr. Fahey. Eminem Street, welcome. Rahima, welcome. JT, welcome. Hopper, welcome. Hustler, welcome. Urgent, welcome. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to find it. It's over on Facebook. right now. It'll be coming out on YouTube, but I found on Facebook. There'll be more people talking about it later. There's a channel later that's going to be talking about it. An audit channel. I think he'll be going live discussing it, having more video. They pushed the court date back to September 9th, I believe. He's being charged with felony and 2 misdemeanors: felony voyeurism with intent, malicious intent, and I believe in trespassing and like disorderly. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. He's going to have a battle. He's going to have a fight. He's going to need your support. As do we here at Freedom News Now. If you like these live streams, consider joining and becoming a member. We need to get those memberships up. We need to get those memberships up to 100, 200, 300 members. Need to grow that membership. The Team One Army. Yeah, we were also talking some about these police officers, more bad police officers. Stay with us. We got more police body cam. If you want that police body cam, might have just found some police body cam. Police officers arrest this man at Long Island Audit Trial. Police body cam. Stay with us. Might have found a treasure trove. Doing our investigating. Doing our due diligence to provide only the best content for we the people. For the Team One Army. Stay with us. Police officers arrest this man at Long Island Audit Trial live. Groton, Connecticut. Guy by the name of Paul Manichio. Local civil rights activist. Kind of a bearded guy. Had a big beard and long scraggly hair. Kind of uncapped looking. Kind of greasy, grimy looking. Kind of reminded me of, I thought it was a YouTuber that goes by the name the Angry Puddle Pirate, but it wasn't the Angry Puddle Pirate. I guess it was this other guy. So police officers dogpiled on him for grabbing police took a lady's cell phone, confiscated it, and I guess he grabbed her cell phone to get it back and went insane after that. Should be a lot of video out. Make sure you double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up there. If you haven't already, consider becoming a member, joining here at Freedom News Now, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you like these live streams, if you like police accountability and civil rights education YouTube videos. I'd like to salute all you freedom lovers joining us here today on this YouTube live stream. I'd like to salute all you patriots standing on the right side of history. Stand up, stand by. We're the white hats. Stand on the right side of history, holding these bad cops accountable. I want to continue violating the rights of us Native Americans, we the people. Never give up. Stay strong. Always believe. Always film the police. We're going to wrap this video up, this July 26, 2025 YouTube live stream. So thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you. Wrap this video up, and that's all for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe for police accountability, civil rights education YouTube videos, and I'll see you on the next one.